After a very close battle last week against what was probably our scariest opponent, the Chicago Grookies are looking to bounce back this week as we take on Seraphim, coach of the Devil's Tower Drapions. Both me and my opponent are sitting at an 0-1 record, so one of us is looking to pick up a win this week, but they have a very scary sand team led by Tyranitar, which is able to set up sand for their team, which is able to support monsters like Excadrill and Houndstone, which both have the Sand Rush ability, and then they also have Landorus Incarnate, which cannot have Sheer Force. It is locked into Sand Force, but when boosted by Sandstorm by Tyranitar, this can get very scary. They have good defensive pieces in Clefable, Slowbro, and Lantern, and then some other heavy hitters in Raging Bolt and Emboar, and finally Spidops, which can set hazards on my side of the field, which are very annoying for me to deal with. First Pokemon I'm bringing is going to be Glimmora. Now, hazards look really good against their team, even though they have Excadrill as hazard removal, because I have Goldengo, which, as you'll see later, I actually have a pretty good way to try to block hazard removal on, but I also have Terra Ghost Araquanid that I'm bringing this week, so I figured bringing Glimmora with both Spikes and Toxic Spikes looked really good this week, especially since they have no way to absorb Toxic Spikes. Now, I decided to actually run that on my set because I did not trust Toxic Debris to be able to get them up, as my opponent has a lot of special attackers they could lead with, like Landorus or Raging Bolt. I have Spikes on there as well just for some more hazard damage if I'm able to get those up. Earth Power hits Tyranitar, Excadrill, Lantern, as well as Raging Bolt. And then I needed something that was able to hit Landorus Incarnate, so I put on Power Gem. We have max special attack and then enough speed to outspeed a max speed Raging Bolt, because there is a possibility that comes. And then I just put the rest into HP investment to be able to take hits a little bit better. And we have the Focus Sash, so we can guaranteed get a layer of Toxic Spikes up. We're bringing back Choice Banded Rillaboom. Now, this thing just goes absolutely crazy with Grassy Glide plus Wood Hammer. I originally had high horsepower on this set, as it looks really good to be able to hit things that my grass coverage cannot hit, like Raging Bolt and Emboar, but I honestly never found myself clicking high horsepower. I just found myself clicking the grass moves a lot more often. U-turn to pivot as well, and then knock off to remove items. It's pretty standard, but there was nothing that I needed more than these four moves. It hit everything super hard, and Grassy Glide was just good in case maybe a Dragon Dance Tyranitar or Excadrill got out of control, or even something like Landorus, as all of those are faster than Rillaboom naturally, but Grassy Glide just hits so hard that it's a good check to them. Up next, we have Goldengo rocking the Air Balloon. Now, this is to allow me to be able to set up a substitute easier on Pokemon like Landorus, Tyranitar, or Excadrill. Not really Tyranitar because it has knockoff, but the other two, it is very good because they can't hit us that well otherwise. And then we have Nasty Plot to be able to boost our Make It Rain and Shadow Ball damage. Now, I don't exactly recall what the EV spread was for, but we have max HP, a good amount of special attack, modest nature, and then the rest into special defense. It was either to live a specific hit or to be able to kill something. I just don't exactly recall. As I said earlier, we're bringing Terra Ghost Araquanid to try to block spin from Excadrill. Bringing the heavy duty boots because we do not want to take hazard damage pre-Terra, and we're bringing a pretty standard set: Sticky Web, Liquidation, Leech Life, and Mirror Coat. We have a lot of defense EVs just because things like Excadrill were very scary, and I didn't need to take too many special hits, mainly just things from Landorus and Raging Bolt, which I can take one Thunderbolt from Raging Bolt after a Photosynthesis boost. Bringing Azelf off the bench this week as a screen setter, I originally was going to bring Grimmsnarl, but Tyranitar just shut that thing down so hard just due to its dark typing blocking Prankster, so I decided Azelf was a bit better. We have enough speed on there to be able to outspeed Landorus, and then we put the rest into bulk. Light Screen, Reflect, Knock Off, and U-turn. This is just to get screens up, disrupt by removing items, and then just switching out with U-turn, and I think it's going to work a lot better since I can freely U-turn compared to Parting Shot, which would have gotten blocked by either the dark typing on Tyranitar or also if they would have brought Clear Amulet. And finally, we're bringing Mudsail off the bench. I am very excited to be bringing a Choice Banded Mudsail, max HP, max attack, and we're just rocking high horsepower, heavy slam, body press, and stealth rock. Have to run high horsepower over Earthquake, unfortunately, because of grassy terrain from Rillaboom, but that's not a huge deal. Body press does get boosted by Choice Band, and if we take any hits, our stamina will boost that even further, which I'm very excited to see how that does. And it hits a lot on their team very hard. I just really have to be careful of Slowbro, as I can't hit that well. That is our team for the Week 2 Battle of the VDL. If you're excited, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. And I want to give a huge shout out to Kyle and Tom for helping me prep and mock this week. And if you're interested in joining the VDL, I will have the link down in the description below. Whether you just want to be here for future seasons or check out the games live or just be part of an awesome community, all are welcome. Alright, here we are with the battle. My opponent brings Slowbro, Raging Bolt, Clefable, Spidops, Landorus without Sheer Force, and Embor, which is not what I expected at all. I was expecting to see Excadrill come because of my hazards, but that is totally fine. I think Glamora looks great here. It counters everything very well. We're Focus Sash, so we can just stay in against anything, and we don't want Spidops getting up hazards and then us not being able to come in. I have no form of removal this week. I didn't expect Spidops, if I'm being honest. I never saw it come in mocks, but, you know, here we are. Coming off of a tough loss last week, really wanting to win this one here. All right, let's see what their lead is. They lead with Spidops. Okay, and then do they have a Terra Captain at all? Like, do I need to be aware of? No, they did not bring either of their Terra options, so we are totally in the clear there, and I am just going to Power Gym immediately because I think that would probably knock this down to its to its Sash. So we will just Power Gym here immediately. Okay, yep, and it was Focus Sash, so... Or was it not? Did we not just see a Focus Sash pop? Did it live on a fake one? It's fine. Nonetheless, we Power Gym again. Is this the lowering speed one? And does that work if it's not contact? We're gonna find out. Okay, that's just on contact. That's what I figured. So Silk Trap. Maybe they were probably expecting a Mortal Spin from me. That's probably what they were thinking. But Glamora picks up a nice early game kill. Only one layer of spikes out on the field, which is really nice. And our Focus Sash is still intact, so we will be able to set up our spikes on... No, never mind. This demon comes out. This is going to hit me with a special move, so my Toxic Debris won't activate, so I want to set a Toxic Spike here to hit Raging Bolt, to hit Slowbro, and Embor. Clefable's probably Magic Guard, so it's not going to affect that, but neither would regular spikes, and getting a poison on Raging Bolt or Slowbro is just that worth it to me. Alright, we see Earth Power. That was a crit. That's fine, though. We know that this isn't Sheer Force Life Orb because it's just not allowed to be. So we get a T-Spike up there, which that is going to go pretty far this game. I could keep this as a sack, as I have Goldango is a very free switch in. Araquanid also switches in super, super easily to this, and I feel like having a sack could be useful later in the game. Plus, Araquanid is just pretty goddamn scary for this team. Just click in Liquidation. So, the only problem I have with that is Raging Bolt could come in and call Mind on me, which I don't necessarily want to allow. I could go Azelf here as well, but I don't want to risk a knockoff to lose my item, so I'm just going to let this go down. They did just Earth Power, so I could have went Azelf there, but not the end of the world at all. So, from here, I'm going to go get my screens up. Yeah, I'm going to go Azelf, get my screens up, and then allow the other guys to go crazy. They do have to respect the threat of Ice Punch that Azelf brings. I'm not scared of any special move that this wants to go for. I'm more worried for knockoff or U-turn, so we're going to set up a Reflect first, because Sludge Bomb is like the hardest hitting special move that they get, and they just choose to Earth Power. Okay. That is totally fine. I will take a free Reflect, and like I said, still not really like too pressured to light screen. Obviously they have Raging Bolt in the back, but I'm gonna knock off whatever item this has. It might even be choice here, considering it is only went for Earth Power here. But we will see if they stay in, what we knock off. Did our Reflect go first? I can't even. Wow, because if their Earth Power went first, they're choiced. But I just didn't even pay attention. Damn, that's on me. But we're about to knock off whatever Embor had, which was, let's find out, not heavy-duty boots because it is now poisoned. Man, I should have brought Hex on Goldango. Okay, so he had an expert belt. And this is down to about 75% from the poison. We do have a reflect up here, so I feel like Mudsdale is probably just the switch. I can't do anything with Uxie here, so we will just U-turn and go out into that. I think this thing gets knockoff, doesn't it? Because that's probably what we see here. Losing my choice item, definitely unfortunate, but nothing we'll be able to do about it. Take a little bit of spike damage, and they just choose to Flare Blitz. Okay. So we'll definitely take another one because we are stamina. Oh, that is a huge burn for them. Damn. That sucks. That really, really, really sucks. This is down to about 45% though. Okay. Damn, Mudsdale was about to go fucking crazy. We're just gonna heavy slam though. Or I can just set up my rocks. Yeah, at this point I'm just gonna set up my rocks. Unfortunate burn. Because in Mox, Mudsdale was going crazy with this choice band. But as long as we can get stealth rocks up, we're doing some damage. And that works. Because we get those up for free. We are choiced, so we're going to have to switch here. I guess Embor doesn't get knockoff. Like, I thought it did. I thought that was something that it learned in the DLC. Embor. Yeah, it did. Well, I don't know if it was from the DLC, but it does have knockoff. Okay, this is down to about 30% here. So, we're now choiced into that. So, Also, I realized we have a Reflect up, and that did, like, a lot for Reflect. I want to go Araquanid. But I don't know if that's the play. I am max defense. You know what? Let's just do it. And then if they choose to stay in, we can just, we can probably sack Mudsdale on, like, a follow-up. Because they are very low HP here. Yeah, so this is going to do pretty much nothing. Awesome. And so this knocks them down to about 15%. And then, yeah, I'm just going to sack Mudsdale here. Because unfortunately, the burn just, it doesn't do much for me. You know, it really just shuts this thing down. It got rocks up, so I mean, I guess that's something. It's, you know, some form of hazard since I didn't have spikes up from Glamora. The Toxic Spike, though, is working. Ooh, they miss a Hedge Smash. Sorry about that. Alright, is this thing still... I think it's still alive. I think it's like at like 2% here. Yeah, it's at like 1-2%. Okay, so we're just going to Heavy Slam on the off chance that we see like Landers come in. Okay, so this is going to knock itself out with recoil, I think. Yep. Okay, so that goes down to recoil damage. It showed Head Smash. All right, so we got 4 Pokemon left on their side, which I mean that's pretty much what we have left too, because this Mudsdale is dead next turn. Which they might even take this opportunity to set up a Calm Mind, considering that I locked into high horsepower. But they also don't know I'm choiced. So they just go Clefable, and this is probably just going to knock us out here. It is Magic Guard because we don't see Stealth Rock damage. So let me Magic Guard. Okay. And they just choose to Protect. That is totally fine. We go out into Rillaboom here. I could also go Goldango, but I don't think it is quite Goldango's time yet to come out. It's got a good opportunity to later. Let me put Protect on here. Alright, my Reflect wore off. I could also just go Azelf here and get my screens back up. At this point, I just need Light Screen, actually. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go get my light screen up, and then I'm going to try to get in either Rillaboom or Goldango just to click buttons and go crazy, because they are in very good positions right now. So let's get this light screen up. All right, perfect. 8 turns, and like I said, we don't need Reflect for any reason. Okay, and this is Calm Mind. Alrighty. So let's go Goldango now. We have Nasty Plot, we have Sub. Let's go. Let me see if I can calc that damage on this. On U-turn. Okay, so it's probably not FizzDev. Okay, let's go Goldango. What'd they choose to do here? Just Calm Mind again. Okay, so they're at +2. Alright, so we will Nasty Plot here, as that'll put us up at +2. Okay. So let's Nasty Plot here. If this has Flamethrower, I should look, but I did not. I assume I take one. Then go. Because they have to have Flamethrower on the set, right? Okay, they shouldn't KO me with a Flamethrower. No, they're leftovers. We saw that. So, okay, we get our Nasty Plot off here. And this Flamethrower should not KO. Oh, it didn't even do half. Okay. And then Make It Rain is going to do a ton. If it's FizzDev, which I don't think it is. I think it's SpDef. Let's just click it and see what we do here. We should take another Flamethrower depending on the roll. Oh, if I Nasty Plotted or Sub there, it is so over. So over. Alright, let's click it again. Please knock this thing out. This thing is a demon. Let's see if Goldango. Let's go, buddy. Let's fucking go. Alright. Doing your job. This does mean you're just going to get revenge killed now by either Raikou or Landorus, unfortunately. Yep, there is Landorus. But I'm not ready to let this go quite yet. I have both Araquanid and Azelf as switch-ins, but Azelf is more of a good middle ground option, so I'm going to go out into that, just because it doesn't provide any, like, offensive pressure. It's just support with screens, so letting it go down is not the end of the world. And like I said, I think this is choiced. So, let's see here. How many turns do we have left of light screen? We have 2 turns left. Okay. I'm going to U-turn this time. I want to see if they're Scarfed. That's what I want to see. No. Okay. Not Scarfed. Alright, well, we got this thing down to about 75% here. Alright, and we'll go out into, I still want this for Slowbro, so we will go out into Araquanid here and see how much this does. Araquanid versus a Landorus. Okay, so they just had Stealth Rocks. Gotcha. Okay. I don't think I died to any hit here, so I don't necessarily need to Terra Ghost. I think I can just let off a Liquidation here and hit something pretty hard. I think that Raging Bolt is still definitely something to be concerned about. This is Slowbro, right? Yes, okay. Alright, not Heavy Duty Boots, which is awesome. We love to see Toxic Spike damage. Let's see how much this does. Did a little bit more than I thought, and we see Rocky Helmet. Okay. I can just Leech Life here. Pretty free. Light Screen wore off. I'll have to try to get Azelf in to get another one up at some point. That did nothing. Water Bubble really just helps Araquanid out so much. Alright, what do you want to do? Thunder Wave. Okay. That's fine with me. I'm not too worried about that. And this thing's going to be going down here. I'll just Leech Life again. Oh! Okay. So this allows me to go Goldango and substitute. So freely. Which is what I'm going to do. Oh, we get fully paired. That's unfortunate. But that is totally fine. I go Goldango here without a second thought, and I click substitute. Because this thing has Thunder Wave, Rest. Does it have Sleep Talk? No. Okay. So I'm going to substitute here. Because this is so free. They have one more guaranteed turn of sleep. And this is probably going to be... Oh, this is Raging Bolt. Okay. Alright, well, let's get a nice little substitute up here. Okay, so their booster energy... Special attack. Okay, booster... Spatak. Alright, well, we're behind a sub, so this puts a lot of pressure on them. Plus, they're poisoned. So, the Toxic Spikes were so good turn 1. Or turn 2, I guess. It helped so much, because this is already at 75%, and it's done nothing. It just hit the field. Alright, we got it down to about 45-ish%, a little bit less, and we see Volt Switch come out, which should break our sub. Yeah, okay. But there's no item anymore, so that's cool. We got rid of the booster. And now Rillaboom looks fucking crazy. I'm keeping this alive. They still have Homie in the back sleeping. Slowbro, so I'm keeping this Goldango. I have every reason to. It comes in so easily. I can't get another sub up. But Shadow Balls just go absolutely crazy. So I'm going to sack this. What the fuck? Why does everything have Calm Mind? Let me make sure this is in range of Grassy Glide here. I think it is. Yeah, Grassy Glide does 64 minimum, and they're at like 64, 65. So I'm totally fine. Plus, this might just live. Come on. Let's go, Araquanid. Let's fucking go. You fucking goat. Alright, so we just have Slowbro and Raging Bolt left. And Rillaboom is still at full health, hasn't even hit the field yet. Homie's just going to click Woodhammer and win. Alright, so we see Raikou, who is down to about 30... No, he's about 25%. Alright, so we're going to go down here, which is totally fine. Because I just click Grassy Glide, swap, and then win. I think that's it. I could U-turn, I think, if I want to. No, I think I can just Woodhammer twice. I don't think I gotta get too, like... I don't gotta think here. I just click the button. It's just gonna die. I'm choice banded. Let's see it. Rillaboom versus Raging Bolt. Oh, yeah. If it's not max HP, Grassy Glide would have even killed. But Woodhammers are just so strong. And what about Slowbro? I doubt Slowbro's taking one either. No, max HP, max defense, Slowbro does not take a Woodhammer. So, GG's to my opponent. Definitely had me scared there. Brought a lot of Calm Mind threats. I want to assume that that Raikou, or not Raikou, I have Raikou in my notes, but because Raging Bolt's not in there, but I definitely expected Raging Bolt to also be Calm Mind, but it just definitely did not get the opportunity to do so. But yeah, once again, GG's. Feels very good to be coming back, you know, bounce back a little bit from our loss last week. So we are 1-1, a nice 3-0. Goldango put in some great work, that nasty plot into Make It Rain, and then also being able to Shadow Ball, or sub and Shadow Ball later in the game was amazing. Azelf provided some great support. Sucks that Mudzale wasn't able to do what I wanted it to do, but it got rocks up, which were able to chip down the team. So yeah, that's about all I got for you. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next week. Peace.